I
take it
mean,
with us camping. And so it's so fun because this way I can, camping pancakes and camping oatmeal can be so bland. And often we don't bring a spice rack with us when we're out car camping or something. And so to bring, even just a little tin this size will spice that up, and it's just so fun. And for your coffee, it's so multifunctional that it works really well for travel too. Like, throw it in a pocket and make bad airplane coffee better and hotel coffee and things like that. Yeah.
yeah. And speaking of fun, your social media is so fun. And I love that you've really been the face of it. You're in a lot of the different reels, really explaining it, having fun with your husband, talking about your morning coffee routines. Was that intentional that you're like, I'm going to put myself out there and be part of the marketing plan?
Yeah, I mean, I think it just sort of ended up that way because it takes some explanation, and I don't mind making a complete fool of myself. So I will just video anything and just be like, well, here's what, what's an example? We got in front of a buyer one time years ago. It was probably our first year or two in business, and it was a big store, and she was really excited about it. And I sent her a whole bunch of free coffee dust, and I followed up with her and said, how was it? And she's like, well, it probably would have been great, but the tins, some of the tins exploded in shipping, and all I got was like a package full of like cinnamon and mixed spices. And I thought, oh my God. But that's the kind of thing that I think is really fun to post on social media, like these fails that it's like, not everything is rainbows and ponies and unicorns, you guys, and just like being out there and, I often will dress up as a coffee dust fairy and a tutu that a friend made for me. And just like it's fun, and it's a really creative outlet for me, I've found over time too. So I don't know how strategic it was, but it just sort of landed there that I tend to be the face of it, and I have a good time doing it. So I'll keep doing it for a while.
Well, I mean, definitely, Christy, with your personality, it's a natural. You're obviously very comfortable and you're very well spoken about the product. So you're like, hey, I can be the one to talk about it. Now, I did also notice in your Instagram that you've actually done some corporate events where they used your product as one of the giveaways. And I'd love the little tag that came with it that said, get compliant and get caffeinated. I think it was for some data or cybersecurity company or something. So, how did a partnership like that come about? And how would a company contact you or be able to approach you about maybe if they wanted to have you at a corporate event like that?
Yeah, I that was an idea from a customer. And as is true with so many things, right? So the original idea of coffee dust, putting cayenne into coffee dust, some of the blends, some of the blend names, and now the trade show giveaway product. These are ideas from other people, and I'm just good at executing stuff, right? So this was an idea from not even actually, it wasn't even a customer. It was somebody who found me through Chat GPT, which that opened up a whole new door. Yeah. And she said, I want to use your little mini tins as a giveaway at a trade show. Can we do that? And my first reaction was like, the lead time on these tins, getting them pre-printed and everything, it's going to take months. You're going to have to order 5,000 of them. That's not a great idea. But then it occurred to me, like we could stick it to a little business card, and you can print anything on a business card. And so that's what we did. And she loved it. It worked great. The people loved it at the trade show. And now I spend some time on LinkedIn every week because people are always talking about swag on LinkedIn. So just like letting people know that this is a thing. And I think as we get into more and more trade shows, people are going to start to see like, oh, they're always looking for something fun and unique, and like not another stress ball, not something that you throw out, something that you can actually use, maybe even at the show, right? And so that is what it's kind of turned into. So people just find me now. I don't know. And so there's a place we have, one of our product pages is for custom printed coffee dust, and we'll just we have a whole system of you design the little card and our information's on the back, and it's a great way to not only for them to give something unique, but it's such a fun, it's kind of like a marketing thing for us too. Lots of people get to try it. And then, we end up with new customers, which is also a win.
No, that's what I was going to say. It's the perfect marketing mix there because you are just being new customers are being introduced to you right there, and it is something fun and unique. And I have been to more than my share of trade shows and events. And you're right, they're always giving away stuff that I'm immediately going to throw out. I don't need stress balls. I don't need another USB drive. I don't need another pen. All these things that they're thinking, we'll put our name on it. It's like, no, I'm throwing all that stuff away, or I'm not even bothering to take it at this point.
Right.
But for
Yeah.
food-based swag, that's always super popular. That's why, of course, for anybody who is doing marketing out there, if you have a table at an event, you always have candy or something because people are always going to walk over and take candy. And then they'll say, what's your business about? In fact, I just was volunteering at an event over the weekend for one of the local charities I work with. And I was like, oh, well, do you have candy for the table? They're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, what? We have to have candy. And I'm the one, I brought a big bowl candy and they were like, wow, you're right. This like really attracts people. So, any businesses out there, listen, you want something like coffee dust because people are definitely going to want to talk to you. They'll remember it. They will take it home and they're also going to remember your business. So stop
Yeah.
giving away the stuff that are going to end up in landfills. We don't need any more of that. Which